dear friends. Happy Monday. Happy Monday and happy Victoria Day to all my Canadian friends here. But even though it's a holiday here, we're still going to start off our week with our usual Mindset Mastery, our mindful motivation for Mindset Mastery session. And if you've been here for these sessions before, you know that I like to just feel into the energy. We check in with what's happening with the phases of the moon. When I talk about mindset mastery, this is about really empowering you to listen. And when I say listen with quotation marks, I mean really tapping into your inner guidance, your inner wisdom. And one of the best ways to do that is to actually watch yourself through the phases of the moon and then allow that guidance to help you watch what comes up, what's because the thing is that this moon phase stuff is actually impacting you whether you choose to consciously cultivate that essence or not. So all that being said, we still are a wee bit under the influence of the new moon, and at the phase of the new moon, that's when we really bring our awareness within and start looking at planting seeds, looking at setting goals and intentions and things of that nature. What we're going to be influenced by this week is the first quarter phase of the moon in the sign of Virgo. And that happens nearing the end of this week. When we have sorry, something popped up on my computer there. When we have a first quarter phase of the moon, that's when we're starting to be invited to take some action steps on those intentions. And good morning, Randy. Lovely to have you here. That's when we start to take action, right? So at the new moon, it's about really bringing your attention, your awareness within. That's the dark moon. In fact, this past one was a black moon. But it's about really allowing that insight, that wisdom, that calling to come forth. And then as we step into the first quarter, that's when we start to say, okay, here's some steps, here's some actions, here's some activities that relate to what it is I'm creating. Now, the big thing about this one being in the sign of Virgo, Virgo is all about process and organization and committing to action and being diligent and showing up, doing the actions that you need to. It's also about excellence, but it's about finding your right balance between focusing on the outcome and focusing on the process. So this is something that's really important because sometimes we can get into a vibe of just get things done, like just focus on getting these tasks taken care of, do this, check all these things off my to-do list in order to get to that finish line. But this is a time to look for the excellence in the process. It's very powerful. So although we have an impulse to head to that goal, no matter how far off it is, but are you really enjoying and lighting yourself up with the steps that you're doing? So really powerful piece to watch the energy this week as you step forward. Are you pausing? Are you finding your best rhythm and balance? Are you acknowledging that you're doing the steps rather than getting impatient and getting too chattery in your head? This is a huge piece about mindset mastery, is not allowing the gremlins or the chit chat or the inner committee to hustle you or hassle you or push you. That can be a little bit of something to overcome too. So are you coming into your heart space? Are you allowing yourself to really immerse yourself in the juiciness, the fun, the look what you get to do as opposed to look what you have to do? So this could just be a wee bit of a phase of re-engineering the way you talk to yourself and about yourself, about your goals, about where you are, about how far you've come and how far you've yet to go. So just feel into that and see what comes up. if anything that I say on any of these sessions triggers you, or you need a wee bit more guidance or support, don't push yourself through it on your own. Reach out for some support. You can put it in the comments below, or you can message me directly, or you can go to your favored support space, but don't get too stuck. This is the whole piece, is that these mindset mastery conversations that I come and have with you are intended to help you find your flow, find your connection to your own inner truth. So all that being said about stuck, I'm just shuffling my letting go guidance cards, because this is how I like to start us off. I use 4 different decks of cards to give some insights to kind of step more fully into this. So like I said, we have this first quarter phase of the moon in the sign of Virgo, really encouraging us to start taking action, but enjoy the action, not just hustling through to get to that end line. And so, oh, look at this. The card that's come up about us letting go. What can we let go in order to get more into that? And it's beautiful. What's come up is hiding your light. So are you hiding your light because you're getting too much into the mundane, the have-tos, the shoulds? Maybe it's time to recognize you are a beacon of light. Are you showing up with that? Are you leading with that? Are you accessing your own inner light each and every day? And if you're not, that's okay. It's not right or wrong, but just being aware. Sometimes in order to change a mindset or a pattern, sometimes in order to change it, all we have to do is recognize, oh yes, I do that. And then it doesn't have such a hold on you. So if that is the case, what can you do to remind yourself, I am a powerful, beautiful beacon of light, shining my light, no matter what that means. It doesn't matter if you're out on a big stage or if you're just shining your light on your street corner. It's just about recognizing that we actually all are shining our light. But sometimes we need, when we get into this idea of hiding our light, we're kind of thinking, it's that Marianne Williamson quote where she talks about our fears, what we're afraid of. What we're afraid of is actually recognizing and admitting how powerful, how brilliant we truly are. So maybe it's time to take some of that off and align with. So this could be start of the process of, I am a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. You are. So it's about just flowing with that. So that's what we're going to focus on, letting go the propensity or the tendency to hide our light. And so now I'm just shuffling my tarot cards. And let's see what tarot card wisdom will support us with this week. Oh, this is awesome. I love it when the cards all just keep lining up. The card that's come up is the Fool. One of my favorite tarot cards. The Fool is all about new beginnings, about walking forward with that sense of fun, with that sense of play and trust, trusting you. You are in the right place at the right time. You are in that right process. And so can you focus on, and I said it a moment ago, focus on what do you get to do rather than what I have to do. What do you choose to do rather than what I must do? So find that sense of the Fool. The Fool is such a brilliant energy of joy and being in the right place at the right time, but it's also calling you to trust. Even if you can't see that this choice or this direction is in alignment with that end goal, see if you can actually just allow the process to take you and flow with it, because that helps as well to take the action, to recognize, okay, here's time for me to get up and do something, and then other times it's time for me to just sit and nurture my heart and listen to the inner guidance. I trust that makes sense. But as I was just saying that, I was pulling our The next deck I use is Healing with the Angels card, and you wouldn't believe the cards that come up for us here. I just told you the Fool about the new beginnings and about trusting yourself and really enjoying the process. That's what the Fool was all about. And then new beginnings comes up from this. So that's almost like a double underline for us, is that really, keep your eyes focused on that end result, but then immerse yourself in the spiritual evolution of you, because that's what this is all about, right? The spiritual part here. Huge, huge piece. And then acknowledging the beautiful blessings that's all around you at all times. So that's the other part of this particular phase of the moon, is that it's very much about acknowledging your spirituality, your intuitive nature, your essence. It's not about too much getting into the mundane and the physicalities of things. So where's your sense of balance? Where's your sense of ease and rhythm with your own spiritual nature, with your own purpose, with your own inner calling? And tap into that, and tap into it regularly to make sure that you are following and enjoying your process. Because that's what we're doing. We hit discombobulations and obstacles and blocks, but it's all for us. And so then when we realize it's for us, and we then continue, okay, so what am I called to do now? And I get to shine my light. And that actually then helps you realize that everything is for you. It's a gift. It is showering you with blessings. Okay, like I say, if you need some more support or guidance in anything that I've shared today, this is a powerful week. The energy feels really, really beautiful. But now we're going to wrap this up with one of my Liberate Your Inner Truth, because that's really what we're doing with all of these conversations. This mindset mastery idea is liberating our inner truth. And the card that's come up is called I Am Calming. It's card number 30 in this deck. There's 52 cards in this deck that I've developed, but I am calming. When I am calm, I manage my energy because I'm not burning myself out. I am able to give off soothing energy because I am calm. And one way I maintain this is by making time for relaxation. That's beautiful. That's actually very powerful in that idea of letting go of the propensity to hide your light. But it's also about finding that rhythm about your process. I said to you, sometimes your process is, okay, I have to do all these tasks and I can knock all these items off my to-do list. But other times it could be, well, I need to just refuel. I need to relax, to find that calmness. Finding calmness even in chaos is possible. You just need to create that mindset to support that. I trust all this makes sense, and I wish you a beautiful week ahead. I'll be back again with you next Monday. Much love to you.